Greetings, fellow beings. Ho ho! It is a thunderous Thursday, August 31st, last day of the month, 2023. Pretty excited to tell you the truth. I get to see Equalizer 3 later today, which means I will be doing another review. And I think Denzel Washington's one of the best actors ever, history of the planet. Dude's amazing. I'm just grateful he's finally returning to give us something new. And the fact that it's an action-based film is fantastic. But I want to say hi to each and every one of you. We got 18 stories to get through today during the 6-minute portion, and then a few other things to talk about afterwards for a little bonus time. That's right. But we got great beings with us here today. We've got Vulcan Lives. What's going on? We've got Captain Phantom Nerd in the house. There's Professor ATN. Looks like we've got SFX314 Sabretooth Raptor. We got Penny in the house. Penny. See, I'm Loki. We got Scott Westbrook hanging out with us. Very generous, giving some memberships yesterday or the other day. I appreciate that so much. We got Snortus Poopus Q Burr in the house. It is so great to see you, my friend. Oh, my favorite polar bear. Let's see who else rolled through the door. So many more of you wonderful beings. Let's see. As I scroll down, of course, there's Darren Hughes, the talented moderator here on the channel. We got the very talented Andy Masterson here, who's going to get some images by hook or by crook, apparently. Looks like I have to pose for some photos. Let's see who else is. There's Weatherman. Not Bob Iger, but this is Weatherman. Good to see you, Weatherman. We've got Stygian Dogs hanging out with us today. Let's see who else. Aaron Ratliff is here. I apologize, Aaron, for talking about Barbie on the Star Wars X-Wing show. I only brought it up. It was only temporary. I'm very sorry. I read your comment. I was like, oh, man, I bummed out, Aaron. I feel bad. We are going to talk a little Star Wars, part of the stories today, for sure. I'm sure we'll talk a little more Ahsoka over on the H-Cast, which comes up today in just over 2 hours after the show ends. So do check that out over on Mr. H Reviews. It's good to see you, though. We've got, let's see, Randall hanging out with us. Did you see the cringe promo for the late night? Oh, I did. Everybody hates them. I mean, it's weird. Yeah, the Writers Guild's a hot mess. There's a whole lot of other news out there in the world that I've been sworn to secrecy on when it comes to that. It is there really is no end in sight. It's also part of today's 6-minute daily. There's Tender Warrior. Great to see you. We've got the Common Nerd. What's up, Jesse? We got the Bad Cap. Good morning. First treatment yesterday went great. No sickness. That's awesome. You're going to have to struggle. She's going to have to struggle through all of that. It will help. It will help to keep in the best possible spirits. Always approach things from the positive side. We're with you, my friend. We are with you. There she is, the lovely Sherry. Greetings, dear. Is it your birthday? Sherry, is it your birthday? Looks like you're holding a birthday cake. What's up, JB? It's great to see you. Thanks for being here. Wow. Apparently, it's the birthday. So everybody wish Sherry a happy birthday. Aww. Hey, Atwood, I see you over on Rumble and Odysee. Thanks for joining us over there, my friend. I appreciate it. Mighty Orbots is with us. Cajun Corey is in the house. What's up, man? We've got your Muslim uncle. Assalamu alaikum. And don't let summer end. I love summer. But we're coming up on the end of summer, unfortunately. Everybody wish Sherry a happy birthday, please, because she's awesome. Barney Fife is here, number 1 with a bullet. Don't make me get out of my chair. Okay, I won't. Shadow Chaser's here. We got Rob Altus here. We got Fat Elvis here, who smashed that thumb. Thank you. Commander Ed Straker of Shadow is here. Unacceptable Views are here. Great to see you. I'm here for the Weave Master himself. Thank you. Blackie is here from all the way across the pond. We've got James Dosher. Thunderheart Thursday. Ooh, that's a good one. Thunderheart. Yeah. Omar Santiago is here. Great to see you, my friend. DS Ford is hanging out with us as well. We've got 11 Alpha. What's going on? Let's see. Oh, James Villanueva is here. We've got Dr. Bravo. So many more folks. Keck44, what is up? Shadow Chaser. Irate Specialist, who made a great meme this morning. I understand. It was only for a minute, though. It was only for a minute. Spaceship Vampire. All right, Ram Bam 3000, we've got to go. This is like jazzing me up right now. We got Read by Nature hanging out with us. Izaj Melody. Who else rolled in the door? Got a bunch of people popped in. Darius! Josiah Robinson. What's up, Leet? Good morning. All right, everybody. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it in, and we have many of you spread across a lot of places, 18 stories to get through, and we're going to do that, and then we have more to go in bonus time. Going to give you that 15 minutes or half an hour of extra. Thank you, Darren Hughes, for the incredibly generous 10 Culture Casino memberships, and we're off. We're going to start here. Ferrari's Adam Driver is proud to represent a movie that is not part of the AMPTP. Well, I don't blame him. Right now, there's big problems with these strikes. We're going to keep going there. Adam Driver also called out Amazon and Netflix because they are not meeting the demands of the SAG-AFTRA folks either. I mean, he was definitely not keeping his mouth closed. We'll have to see how that works out for him in the future because, sometimes when you say too much, you get put in movie jail. SAG-AFTRA is going to extend health plans for people that were out of work, obviously because of the strike, which makes a lot of sense to help on that side of things, at least as far as helping to make ends meet. You have Viacom 18 actually winning digital and TV rights for India's home cricket matches. Cost them $721 million, but that basically gets them the matches for 5 years from September of 2023, which is right tomorrow, right, to March 2028. That the only thing it doesn't include is the Cricket World Cup, and those are actually held by Disney. But Disney's got to be crying in their cornflakes right now. CEOs are meeting today. That's right. Studio CEOs are getting together to have a conversation. No, probably not physically, but they're going to get together and talk about everything that's happening in Hollywood as far as the strikes go. We'll see how that works out. I doubt it will work out well. Nobody is interested in ending this because, well, what have they made? What's making them money? Very little. Taylor Swift is going to rescue theaters with her Eras Tour film. That's right. She's going to put her Eras Tour coverage on a film. So you can check that out at AMC theaters and places like that in the near future. Hong Kong singer Tommy Yen has been jailed for sedition and money laundering. Sure. They're basically saying that, he insulted the police force, and they believe he laundered about $91,000 that he raised through crowdfunding. This is what happens in a country that's authoritarian, folks. Let's try to avoid that here, okay? Denzel Washington, vigilante battles Italian mafia in Equalizer 3. I'm very, very excited about this. Again, Denzel Washington is one of the last movie stars, and from what I'm hearing, he really, really puts that on display in this film. Visual artists are starting to fight back against AI companies for repurposing their work. That's right. You're seeing a lot of lawsuits rise up from not only them, but also people who've created literary works that have been used by AI to create these large language models. In the case of images, it's the same thing. And these lawsuits are going to go to work against these companies, especially if they are depicting somebody else's style, which in the case of the person they feature here, Kelly McKernan, this is essentially what's happening to her work. So very interesting. We'll see how this plays out. I imagine it's going to go badly. The White House has asked Congress to pass a short-term funding to keep government operating. Who cares? How about we just stop the government for a little while? What is the government doing for you at the moment? Not a whole heck of a lot, especially not at the federal level. You keep sending your money to places that are not America. They should be sending your money to places like Maui, They should be sending your money to those places. The $700 that are being given to the Maui residents that have been affected by this, 13,000 people, not that much money. $700 a piece, that's it. Anyway. Fed's preferred inflation gauge, the one that they've handpicked now, shows a modest rise in the latest sign of slowing price increases. No kidding. You've got stock market today opening modestly, but it's going to end up being a losing August once again. India, though, is looking great. 7.8% economic growth. Remember when we used to have this kind of thing? Security guard and customer exchanged gunfire at an Indianapolis Menards. Both have passed away. There is zero information on how this went down, to be fair. Microsoft is going to stop packaging Teams and Office software in Europe because they don't want this antitrust thing to come forward. Microsoft knows they've been being bad for a long time. The EU is just the only one that seems to be going after people for antitrust. Nissan is reusing batteries from old Leaf electric vehicles to basically create portable power stations for homes. That's right. You're going to start to see these repurposed batteries here in the very near future in different kinds of portable generators. You have Georgia Power customers going to be paying a larger toll. That's right. Their bills are going to rise $9 each to pay for the nuclear plant that's supposed to give you cheaper, more efficient electricity. Somebody explain that to me. And finally, the longest alligator in Mississippi history was captured by a series of alligator hunters. That's right. Yazoo City, Mississippi. They have captured the longest alligator recorded in Mississippi history. Fantastic. Male alligator was captured on Saturday by Donald Woods, Will Thomas, Joey Clark, and Tanner White. 802.5 pounds. Good gravy. Over 14 feet long. And with that, don't go anywhere. We've got bonus time.
Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.
All right, everybody. Thanks for being here. We are not going anywhere, though. I'm running the credits because I've got incredible members, and I've also recently updated them. I have to run another update on them. Thanks and courtesy to Darren Hughes and a couple other folks who gave memberships the last couple of days. You guys are amazing. Thanks for the 10 Culture Casino memberships once again, Darren Hughes. And yes, we are headed into bonus time. I don't have a video of the alligator. I do have an image, but I don't have a video. That's kind of a bummer. Would have been fun. Crazy stuff, though. That's a big alligator. Anyway, let's see what else is happening today. Oh, the HCast coming up in about 2 hours. As soon as we're done here with bonus time, I'm going to send you over to hang out at Paulie's channel. Latino Slant's dropping a premiere video. Probably worth your while to watch. Looks a little spicy. All right, guys, we're into boneless time. Whoa, look at that. You can see behind the curtain. You can see the box for the tripod thing. Anyway, thanks for being here. We've got stuff to talk about. Let's do it. Let's see if we got any supers I didn't get to. Yes, from the amazing Scott Westbrook for $5. Says, since I gave X-Wing a $5 last night, here's one for you too. Well, thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. I really enjoyed being on that show. That was wonderful. I was so grateful for the invitation. Last minute though it was. It's always a lot of fun. We got a wonderful super sticker from our good friend Darius Munchausen for $4. It is a cup of coffee, which I desperately need because I left it in the other room again. I need that second cup of coffee. Oh man, one of my good friends just showed up in the chat. Look at this. Judicon, what is going on, Judicon? Great to see you. Here's a good question. How long before the repurposed batteries overheat and catch fire? I don't know. See, the battery system that I will be investing in here shortly is a LiFePO system. LiFePO Power, LiFePro Power. Those are a little bit safer because of the way they're made. I like the idea of not having fire, not overheating and, burning down the house and the cars and everything else. That's so fun. Walter Tomaszewski, what's going on? Let's see. We've got stuff to cover. Don't forget, today is the lovely Sherry's birthday. So wish the lovely Sherry happy birthday. In fact, I owe you a song, Sherry. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, lovely Sherry. Happy birthday to you. There we go. All right. I hope you have a great day, dear. All right, let's get to it. Let's talk about weird stuff at Disney, which tells me they really don't care about making good entertainment or finding their way back to being a family company. No. They are 100% doubling down on more garbage, more political garbage inside of the company. Why am I saying that? Why am I firing out with that statement? Well, here's why. Remy Yamamoto, named VP of Relations for Disney Entertainment Television. Okay. Media relations. All right. Media relations does a few things, mostly a form of PR, but conversations about usually things that are going on internally. They follow up on and craft and draft PR statements and such. At least that's what the job used to be. But now they're a little bit more than that. She was a special assistant to President Biden and senior advisor to the White House chief of staff. She's going to be reporting directly to Naomi Boloknikov, there we go, EVP of Publicity and Head of Communications for Disney Entertainment Television. So she's going to be responsible for developing in this position cross-brand messaging and communication strategies that promote Disney Entertainment Television programming executives across ABC Entertainment, yada, 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 yada. So basically, she is going to be the public face or the mouthpiece for all of the people that are in those senior positions, the executive positions in all of those divisions. That's what she's going to do. So she's a exceptional communications strategist with a tremendous breadth of experience. Yes, in politics. She was managing strategic communications in the White House, the press strategy, which was god awful. And here's the other thing. Look at this word, external stakeholder engagement. Stakeholder in the White House? Tricky language, that. Anyway. Whew. Yeah, Disney's not changing anytime soon. Be aware. Hey, what's up, Hank? Caravaggio says, HB, mon chéri amour. There you go. So the rat chef. Yeah, this is going to be crazy. Nuts. What's up, Gojira Star? Yeah, it's nuts. Holy smokes, that doesn't sound good. No. Sounds like an internal security propaganda arm. Yes, that's exactly right. Dave G Sound says Disney can triple down on whatever. They have already started a new snowball rolling downhill at the company. They've got all kinds of snowballs rolling downhill. And they're going to need people that are going to be able to double speak when it starts coming down to criminal stuff. If I am the state of Florida right now, I am putting the pedal to the metal on all investigations because there's plenty there. It is what it is. A mouthpiece for a government mouthpiece. Well, there you go. Smilex. Have a wonderful time, Sherry. I hope your birthday's fantastic. Disney is just a political arm of the left. It's another one. Yeah, there's a lot. They have a lot of appendages. That's true. Thanks, Jesse. Have a great day, buddy. Stakeholder in the White House. That's not sus at all. No, it's 1,000% sus. No, I did not say mon ami. Mon ami. Final Monkey, what's going on? Good to see you. Let Disney die. I don't have to. They're doing it themselves. Corporate seppuku. I think I saw 11 Alpha in the chat. Larry, a name so nice. You say it twice, Larry. DeSantis is backing off Disney, yeah, because he needs money. He wants their money for his political campaign. Not to mention the fact that if people see him as personally going after Disney, it makes him less palatable to certain age groups and people, mostly childless people over 50, but that's an entirely other conversation. Culture is starting to turn into Gandalf. Yes, I feel like that's true. Thank you, Hank. Hey, Scott Hughes, what's going on? Disney might be thinking it is a good time to have more friends in the White House. Well, they've always had plenty of friends in the White House. There's a lot of operatives, and I'm using that word intentionally, from the White House in the Disney company. In fact, the investment. I'm about to say some controversial stuff. One of the things that you do when you're operating a thing that's 100% ideologically based is you get things that influence culture. You acquire people that are culturally influential. That's just what you do. It's a playbook that's been run multiple times, normally by cult leaders, which feeds into our next story. Because there is a group that was granted religious status for some reason. And I can tell you the reason. It's because that group had every single person in their organization sue every single person working at the IRS. Well, not everybody there, but the people that were in the enforcement division. That's a true story. One that was talked about in Leah Remini's show that she had on AMC. If you get a chance to watch that, it's very, very good. Well, she now is fully engaged in a lawsuit with Scientology. And so she's also claiming now that they are the folks from that particular organization are continuing to be very aggressive since she filed her harassment suit. So here we are. This is the public statement. It says, in the short period of time since Ms. Remini's complaint was filed, Ms. Remini and others have been subject to continued aggressive harassment. That's an amended complaint that was added to her original complaint in the Los Angeles Superior Docket on August 29th. And so there you are. The amended complaint reiterates Remini's earlier allegations on August 2nd, filing of retaliation by the church of her public critiques of its policy and personnel. However, Remini now is saying that since the initial complaint was filed, she's been the victim to the same thing. So it's crazy. It's crazy. But again, if you want to be influential, you do what this particular group did originally, Scientology, and you recruit actors and people like that to your cause. Because if you have these popular public faces involved in it, and especially if they're salespeople for what you're peddling, you can make more inroads. This has been done forever by cults and other things. So it is. There you are. Ram Bam. Cult, government, what's the difference? Right now, not a lot. Pinochet's helicopter tours for $5 says, how can a normal person ensure every Hollywood employee gets as little bailout and taxpayer money as possible? They do not deserve it. Find other work. It's a good question. I'm not sure. I think this is one of the problems that we have in this country as quote unquote taxpayers. Where first of all, we have to eliminate the organization that's going around collecting taxes, supposedly, or all of the other things that go along with that. One of the ways is to change the way our tax system is structured. If we absolutely have to have taxes, that's what we have to do. The government was self-funding prior to all of this, prior to when taxes were instituted as part of a war scheme. And ever since then, the war scheme has continued. Taxes have continued. The mechanisms to do that is through government. So you have to figure out a way to use government to get rid of these types of bailouts. Bailouts should never be something that's offered by the government. There's a reason why things rise and fall. It's almost always because of the leadership of whatever the thing is. And that's it. So right now, you can look at that as broadly as you want to, like the country, or you can narrow it down to Hollywood specifically as an industry. You don't bail anything out. Airlines will rise and fall. Car manufacturers will rise and fall. Just let the market take care of it, because then you never have to worry about bailouts. Right now, I'm saying let's not bail out the government by, passing a temporary funding scheme again. Let the government sit on it. Let them go through the month of September sitting on their hands, so that when we get around to October, no federal checks go out. I'm not kidding. I'm tired of funding the government, especially since they're sending my money places that I don't want it to go. You don't have to agree with me, and I don't get overly political, but right now I'm a little pissed, and a lot of these stories are connected today. Oh, I know my man crush is a member. Yeah, true story. I know that, Six, but look, I can think he's a completely crackers, but he's a heck of a great entertainer. So. Oh, Al, you're never late, bro. Thanks for being here. I hope you're doing well. Hey, Donovan. Now, is Scientology actually considered a real church where they have to pay taxes? Well, no, they were found to have been operating in a for-profit status, benefiting. This is going back a long ways. L. Ron Hubbard, and because they weren't paying taxes and refused to because they wanted the religious exemption. That's how they went about getting it, was by basically making everybody in the compliance division and the criminal division and version, or whatever they called themselves then or now, they literally had every member sue them. Every single one of them just got smashed with lawsuits. You have a lot of money, you can leverage that. Perhaps we should do that as taxpayers. Every single one of us should sue right now. Start suing members of the government for failing to uphold their obligation to honor the Constitution and anything else that they are supposed to be doing. But yeah, technically at the moment, Scientology is now considered a religion. For how much longer, I don't know. And I think religious exemptions should be going away. I think there's a lot of exemptions that should go away. I think a lot of NGOs and nonprofits are really just political schemes. And I think they need to be have their status removed. That's just an opinion. And again, kind of want to get out of the politics, guys, but there it is. There it is. And this is true. Actually, to be fair, right now, the Church of Happyology not only is obviously supporting, the defense of reprehensible human beings like they did in the Danny Masterson case. But they also, the happyology folks, also are basically a real estate empire now. They're worth billions of dollars. And you're right, Larry. The richest companies get the most bailout money. These ideas that things are too big to fail, and when they do, they have to get bailed out. Baloney sausage. That's why it's really important with the super chat that, Pinochet's helicopter tour sent, that we actually do that. Well, actually, the reason that our money is worth less and why you're seeing inflation is this very same scheme. I don't want to talk about politics, guys. I need to pull out of that. I really do. Yeah, this is the 60-minute daily. Yeah, we're running along. In fact, we're going to get through a couple more stories and then go from there. But I really don't like to talk about politics. The problem is it's infested everything. Hey, what's up, Joe? Joe Stew. You're welcome. Smash the like. Thank you for, holy cow, Joe Stew, 10 Culture Casino memberships. Once again, thank you, my friend. That is incredibly generous. Oh my gosh, we've gotten so many generous gifts today. I have to play a clip. I have to. You guys like puppets? I like puppets.
Oh, man, that's some sweet cheddar. Guys. Yeah.
All right, I'm a person that likes to, and thank you again, Joe Stu. I'm a person that likes to admit when I'm wrong, even when it's not my fault that I'm wrong. And usually it's my fault that I'm wrong, but in this case it wasn't. And I'm not the only one who got it wrong. Major news publications got it wrong. Lots of places got it wrong. I reported this as a news story on the 6 Minute Daily just a few days ago. And come to find out, this guy didn't die. The Bachelorette guy here, his name's Josh Cedar. He was he got caught up. Somebody basically said he was dead. So on Monday, a message on the 36-year-old, the official Instagram account said he died. That's why everybody was like taking that verbatim, right? So then he came out and said he denied the accusation that he was behind his own death hoax this week. So his sister, who appeared on the 2015 season, or excuse me, gosh, I can't read. Cider, who appeared on Caitlin Barstow's 2015 season of the reality show, was eliminated in the first week, was widely reported to have died Monday after a statement attributed to his family was posted on his verified page. But then he resurfaced on Tuesday, claiming a hacker had announced the sad fake news. Just after that, Monica Beverly Hills, familiar to TV audiences as whoever this is, issued her own statement calling him out, saying that that's what happened. She's like, or this person is like, Monica says, I'm happy to hear he's alive, but I'm so angry at the situation. Interesting. I'm happy that he... None of this sat well with Cedar, that particular statement, I guess, who flatly denied being behind the hoax. In an interview, he was interviewed on Extra. I didn't know any of this stuff happened. How did so many people end up believing Cedar had died anyway? Well, because it was on his verified Instagram account. Anyway, so I have to correct myself. Dude's not dead. I like puppets. Puppet lives matter. That's right. Yeah, sorry. I'm catching up with you guys. I apologize. What's up, BLT? Larry. I was turned into a newt. That's funny. He was only slightly dead. Thank you, Snort, for the laugh. Medium dead. He was medium. Okay. M River says, culture, you said everything you said is 100% correct. Market works if it is left alone. Thank you. I agree with you. Yeah. He's a vampire. You guys are having great takes this morning. Thank you for making me chuckle. Oh man, I laughed so hard yesterday. The Ahsoka thing just about broke me. Man. Six says, I disagree that you were wrong. You presented information you had. Well, yeah. And that's the other thing. I mean, I did a story this week on VFX stuff that was pulled from multiple trades and entertainment sources, and come to find out from somebody who's in the industry who reached out to me, thank you, that some of the information that I had reported was wrong. It happens. I will never willingly misstate things, and I will say things that could be controversial, or I could have an opinion that people aren't going to agree with. But you got to owe it. You got to own it. It's just that's just the way it is. But anyway, so we've buzzed through 3 of those stories already. You have a situation in the UK because of what's going on in Hollywood with the strikes, just to revisit that for a moment. That is, I guess, odd, for lack of a better way of putting things. Hey, what's up, Luis? Good to see you. Filoni saves Star Wars. Hey, Carlos. That's right, M. Rivers. You can only present what you have. That's what I do. I'm glad Star Wars was saved. It wasn't. Photon and Jazz. It wasn't. 3-hour pre-flight. I don't know. We've got a post-flight now. We're doing we do a post-flight. So as FNT is wrapping up, we start that show about 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm interested to see what happens with the UK version of Friday Night Tights. Is it going to be Friday morning tights? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Oh, I've been digging for a story for you. I've got nothing. Oh, no worries. I got a couple more. But this one I want to get to. This is a UK one. UK government engaging with industry over strike impact. This is Hollywood. So people in the UK are being affected by this. That's not surprising. But refuses to commit to income replacement scheme. Notice how they're using scheme way more often? And I've been using it quite a bit. Yeah. But honestly, is this something that the UK government should be providing for the people in the industry in the UK? Just make UK stuff. Just make your UK things in the UK. Why are you involved in a strike action at all in the US? I mean, maybe some US productions are shut down there, and I know it's a substantial portion of the international business, but make your own stuff. You guys have beautiful sound stages, studios, brand new facilities, as a matter of fact. Pinewood is the new area of Pinewood's amazing. Anyway. It is what it is. It'll be Friday night stockings in Britain. Very good. Yeah. And once again, thanks, Joe Stu, for your generosity. I know the 10 new members are really going to appreciate that. We are going to have, I will drop tomorrow. I think we're going to have a member stream, regular, behind closed doors member stream on Sunday, if all goes well. So just keep an eye out on the community tab. You'll get if your notifications are all turned on, you'll get a notifications when I post there. So there you are. CC, thoughts on CNN naming, Thompson. I don't think it's great that they did that. I think that I think it's also rather telling. I think when I talked about this story yesterday, Mark Thompson, when I talked about it, I said that this is an indication that they have no intention of going to the center anymore. This particular guy, from his pathway to get where he is now at CNN, no. You have a New York Times guy. That's just how you have to look at it. This is a person who is, he's not just drinking the Kool-Aid, he's making it for you. So that's what you're gonna get. Anyway, I just don't understand why the government wants to be involved in these things. I don't think any government should be involved in private industry. Outside of keeping things safe that you consume, there doesn't seem to be a lot of reason for you to overly regulate or be involved beyond any like required regulatory things that you have to have in place for safety reasons. I don't know why government's involved in it anyway. But anyway, that's my short answer, Pinochet, to your question. Thank you for the $2 super chat. And finally, last thing I want to wrap up with before I suggest that you go and check out Polly's premiere stream, which is probably getting close to over, but you can rewind and watch it, is Star Wars related. And I promise you, we will probably talk about Star Wars and Ahsoka over on Mr. H's Hcast today. And then we'll probably talk about me going to see Denzel Washington in the new Equalizer film. So let's jump on this. Ahsoka stiffly brings the Star Wars Rebels universe to live action life. Sure. Yeah, stiffly is probably the right adjective. There's not a lot of love for this show. And of course, this was when the show came out with its first 2 episodes, which were underwhelming. How underwhelming? So underwhelming that they lost in the Samba numbers 300,000 or more people between episodes. That's how underwhelming the show is. And it only got worse with this 3rd episode. I think the episode is called "Learning to Fly" or something. With a weird cartwheel in space and lightsaber through starship, causing it to explode. Like, oh my. But anyway, stiffly. So yeah, awkwardly bringing the animated character to life in her own series. Ahsoka gets so much right about the look and action of Star Wars that its shortcomings and overall stiffness slowed by long pregnant pauses feel more pronounced. There's still hope for this showcase featuring Rosario Dawson, who I think is now acting like a plank of wood very well. All grown up Padawan. But the first 2 episodes don't possess as much force as they should. And because everything's being brought back to light, and we had another bounce. Bye-bye, spammer. Disney stock's back down to $83 where it belongs. And it's gonna go lower. The whole market's gonna take a dump here. In my opinion. I'm not a stock professional, I'm not a financial planner, and I'm not acting as that in that capacity here on this stream. I'm just giving you an opinion. I'm the layman's opinion at that. So there you go. Lightsabers take time to melt. Yeah, plasma torches are great. They are. Oh, by the way, since you're in space, there's this certain thing called inertia. Because in space, there's not friction. So that ship is traveling at butt-ton speed, let's say. And a ship traveling at butt-ton speed comes in contact with a lightsaber blade. Ahsoka should be spinning off into space at high speed, probably tearing her and her spacesuit apart. Dumb crap you see in Disney Star Wars. Okay, that's the least of the problems, right? I mean, the fact that, somehow magnetic boots only engage and disengage randomly, so you can cartwheel over spaceships, then cartwheel back over spaceships and cut one wing off. Also, there was some really weird physics going on with that puppetry. That's right. Butt ton speed is a metric for you ignorant Americans. That's right. Oh, it's hovering around 84, dipping above and below the line. Okay, fair enough. All right. But it just wouldn't surprise me. What it needs to do is find its way to the bottom faster. 11 Alpha, I think you probably agree. I drive butt ton speed to work all the time. Well, there you go. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. How is any of this working? If you don't, and here's the other thing. Apparently, blasters, which are hitting a spaceship, are not doing any damage to it until the very end when it needs to, because plot says so. Freaking tired of this stuff. 60 butt ton speed an hour. Oh boy. Now I feel bad for saying that. Well, no, I don't, but it's funny. No, Saber set to 11, says Delu. Okay, well, there you go then. There's apparently a setting. It's like, I'm going to turn my kyber crystal up. It's a plasma torch. And there's a lot of physics problems with lightsabers to begin with. But let's not add additional physics problems to this conversation. Butt ton speed comes in contact with stationary object. Stationary object goes flying off into space at butt ton speed as well. Yes! Thank you, James. This is true. The force enables you to bend the laws of physics. Yes. Oh, man. Wait. In the first season of Visions, they did that pet breath. What did they do? I did not watch Visions. I watched some clips and was like, nah, out. Nope. I noped out before it got going. M. Rivers, you mean like horses galloping outside the starship? Yes. Okay. Nothing needs air anymore. Oh, and hey, did you see pajama spacesuit that Ahsoka was wearing too? By the way, I'm now watching this show because it's it's high comedy now. It's high comedy now. It's ridiculous. I'm dying. It's a fantasy. It's a kid's show. It's a show for kids. Dave Bob, dumb crap is Disney stock and trade. Yes, it is, Dave Bob. Great to see my favorite rooster in the house. No, that is butt ton metric ton. Okay, fair enough. 5 Culture Casino memberships from Space Dave 2000. Thank you, Space Dave 2000. I appreciate you. Physics in a galaxy far, far away, long time ago. There you go. The opposite of Planck speed and butt ton speed. That's right, butt ton speed. Well, let me tell you, Planck, which was Ahsoka, Planck speed was relatively stationary, right? And did super amazing cartwheel in space that isn't physically possible at all. And then does another said cart. It's still I can't unsee that moment. And Lorena was right on it. If you ever get a chance to be a member on Lorena's channel and watch her watch parties, you will lose your stuff. It is funny. This is crazy. What's the bounce to ounce ratio for butt ton? I don't know, actually. See, this is when you have to talk to somebody with experience in jiggle physics. So some kind of video game developer. I don't know. The science of Disney fiction. Penny's like, you have to shut your brain off to watch. Okay. All right. I know I go really hard on Disney Star Wars, but it's because it's so dumb. Hey, Susie tried. My day is going very well. I hope your day is as well. I really do. The effects are so bad you can see the bolt shrinking. Yeah, there was some really weird things happening there. I really need to watch the show. I didn't know it was a comedy. Well, it's not. It's unintentionally funny, 6. I mean, to be fair. Dave G Sound. I take 30 million butt tons of medication with breakfast. Wow. Amazing. Snowdub made a promise for when he hits 5K. I heard. So now Snowdub's got to get to 5K. And then you get to see that topless dude again. Dude, he was rocking some bullets, some muscles, some guns, not bullets. Sound like McConnell right now. Ooh, did you see that yesterday? Oh, I'm not talking about politics, but did you see that yesterday? Dude checked out again, like permanent brain vacation. See ya. Standing there clutching the podium so that he wouldn't fall over. Could not speak, articulate thoughts. Woo! Oh, Pet Brett says, I think that was a comment on lightsabers working as powerful as the user. Okay, Qui-Gon Jinn, Jedi Master. One of the most powerful Padawan learners at the time, Obi-Wan Kenobi, took how long? I'm not getting into this. To get through a blast. I'm not doing this. It's all bologna sausage. Hey, there's my favorite bear. Look at this. Humphrey Bear's here. And One Man Show's here. Q2 Cast is in the house. Afternoon, got here late, working on season premiere, missed anything interesting. No, just butt ton speed, apparently. Thank you, Space Dave, once again. I appreciate it. Snakes and funerals. Actually, I'm a bit of a jiggle physics expert myself. Thank you, Snakes and funerals. Science. Thank you. Black Saber's like, he needs to retire. Term limits. Oh, yeah. Speaking of McConnell. Yeah. A lot of people need to retire. We need to actually have an age max for government jobs. I need to get to 15,000. This is true. Well, we're closing in on 11. We're getting there. Thanks to all of you. If you're not subscribed, though, and I see you regularly, please subscribe. It's free. People like free stuff. You should like free stuff. Free stuff is good. Free is good. Bass Player 2011 Iffy says, if you're in the game, then stroke is the word. Stroke me, stroke me, stroke. Again, Vision is yep. Matt G. What's up, Matt G? Qui-Gon, aka Quite Gone. Yeah, and I'm loving the little things everybody's putting together. Like, lightsaber goes through a person, dead. The minute you have to, from the moment that you end, somebody said this yesterday, and I think it was Nikki. If you have to play defense from the very moment that the episode ends, because you know it has a lot of bad stuff in it, if that has to be your modus operandi, the show's bad. You just can't come to grips with the idea that it's that bad. $100% brilliant statement on her part yesterday. Disney Star Wars is just too dumb. Yeah, Ichibaka had a whole site based on that. Disney Star Wars is dumb. 100% right. 100% right. Thanks for doing promotion stuff there, Six. And thanks, Darren, for doing your job. All of you wrenches are killing it today. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Unlimited power. Clone Wars Ahsoka is best. There you go. And I watched a little bit of stuff, but I don't care. I don't like. There's certain styles of animation I don't appreciate. Disney just happens to be doing a lot of those styles right now. I'm not into it. Science. Oh, and the other problem that I have with this, okay, Qui-Gon takes lightsaber, dies. Darth Maul, cut in half by lightsaber, fine. Script Doctor here? Oh, Script Doctor is here. Script Doctor has been crushing it on his Patreon. Go check that out. Check out his YouTube channel, and then check him out everywhere he's been appearing lately, because he's been killing it on various streams. I mean, Script Doctor, he's the very best of us. He's also very kind, but I think that's like a requirement for being Canadian. I'm pretty sure. I'm sorry. It's good to see you, brother. Seriously, check out his Patreon, especially if you're interested in learning to write or improve your writing skills, or you're interested in writing stories specifically and or films or plays or whatnot. Very much worth it. Obi-Wan cut in half by lightsaber. Not fine. Yeah. That was straight up Force Ghost, like, pooh. See ya. Nobody. I still want somebody to explain to me how Luke Skywalker forced himself to death. I mean, it's not like he's sitting on the toilet, like, grunting too hard. Still having a problem with that. Oh, I'm always going to promote you, Script. Dude, you're one of my peeps. Oh, yeah, if you haven't hit the like button yet, please do that too. I would really appreciate it. That's right. If this was an animated show, it would have been fine. I agree with that statement, Read by Nature. And then, of course, we got a last-minute super chat from our good friend Memes of Destruction for $5. Says, hi, friends. Is it just me, or is this the longest 6 minutes ever? Then again, I've done a lot of drugs. LOL. Love. Indeed. No, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, the 6-minute daily is extended. Sometimes it's usually a half an hour. This one actually went longer than I anticipated. And I want you to go check out Polly's. At this point, if it's not still a premiere, go check out Polly's latest video, or if it's still running as a premiere, check that out. Looks like he's very spicy and going after people. Taco, indeed. Yeah. I still don't understand that. There's no reason to have a beef with somebody over saying the same jokes over and over again. Tom, thank you very much. I appreciate the support, Tom. Thanks for streaming with us. Well, I love streaming with you guys over on Odysee. Thank you for that. We've got Rumble saying indeed. Yeah, Lord Shax. Let's see who else is in the house. We got a couple other people I can say hi to, like, oh, Fletch. It's up now. Okay, cool. Go check this out. Go check it out. Go check out Latino Slant. And he also has a presence on Odysee and Rumble. Everybody seems to be doing that now because we develop fans everywhere. We want to support alt tech. It's very important. Space Dave for a Canadian $2 says, will you be on WDW today? I don't know. Probably not, since I'll be at the Equalizer 3 when the stream runs. But I always consider it a great privilege to show up and be on that show. I will be on the HCast, though, my friends. So go check out Mr. H Reviews, which is going live in 2 hours. No, is that right? 1 hour, 20 minutes from now. Woo! I got to get going. I got stuff to do. Thanks for the $2 and for the additional memberships, my good friend Space Dave. I appreciate it. And once again, happy birthday to the lovely Sherry. Everybody say happy birthday to her. And thank you for promoting the amazing stuff. Thank you, Manchi. I appreciate all of you guys. You are incredible. YouTube is sharing everyone's email address, by the way. Not on live streams, but on all others. That's crazy. In the chat, really. Woo, that's going to be spicy. All right, folks. We got to get out of here. I'm going to run the credits one more time. There we go. Oh, and I have more to add to this, by the way. And I'm going to figure out how to make Odysee's, how to do the monetization membership things over on Odysee as well. I got a long list of stuff to do. I just barely figured out YouTube. Thanks, M Rivers, and all of you that popped in here. You guys are all kharibu. Black Saber. See ya. Yeah, we'll get there, I promise. Oh, yeah, check out the latest meme. I was dying today. Culture, I've got to get going 20 minutes later. I got to go now. This is true. The problem is I catch up with the chats. We got chats happening everywhere. Hi, Twitter, Odysee, Rumble. It's fantastic. I'm I'm blessed. All right, everybody. I want you to have just like the most amazing Thursday ever. See ya.